is number 4 in our 12 games of Christmas challenge. We're going to play Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, Game 5. I played this yesterday. I unboxed it yesterday, added the cards, added the villains, added the 3 new location cards, added the dark arts cards, and I tried to play it yesterday, and I did, and although I made a serious error in my favor, I still lost. This, you know, for everybody who says, oh yeah, it's such an easy game, blah, 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 as of game 5, the difficulty ramps up considerably. First of all, you, you have 3 villains, and as of the second location, you reveal 2 dark arts cards per turn, which is really tough. So let's see who we're playing. We're playing with Neville Longbottom and Hermione Granger, and we're gonna turn over the basilisk. Yeah, Peter Pettigrew and Quirinus Quirrell. Well, I had the basilisk out yesterday for most of the game. And I think the problem was that I actually didn't get rid of it because this prevents you from drawing extra cards. And sometimes this is really the most powerful, or one of the most powerful abilities. Okay, Peter Pettigrew gets interesting, and Quirinus Quirrell makes you lose 1 heart to begin with. That's bad. So we will start with Neville. Neville has Trevor, the Mandrake, Alohomora, and the Remember-All. Let's see what we draw. Our Dark Arts, Imperio. Active hero chooses another hero to lose 2. So Hermione Granger loses 2 hearts, and we have to reveal a second one. Active hero loses 3. So now basilisk means we can't draw any additional cards. Sorry, we have to reveal the cards we could possibly buy. And there are none he can afford at this moment in time. He has to reveal the top card of his deck. If its value is 1 or more, discard it. That won't be the case because we're still on our first round, so that's fine. And he loses 1 more because of Quirinus Quirrell. He could get a total of 3. First of all, he's going to play Mandrake and Trevor to gain 2 lightning bolts, and he only has 3 gold that he could, or 3 money, so that's not going to do anything. So he's going to assign these to the basilisk, and he's going to draw up to 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next up is Hermione Granger. She draws 1 card. Expulso, active hero, loses 2 hearts. She also loses 1 heart because of Quirinus Quirrell, and this won't do anything. Peter Pettigrew's ability, because she has no cards that she paid any money for. She only has money cards. Let's see what he's got. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If she gives him, yeah, she's not going to do anything. She's going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and she is going to, or is she? No, she's going to use the Tales of Beedle the Bard to give him some money, and herself 1 as well. So she has 5 in total, and she will get Nymphadora Tonks. And they will go into her discard pile, and we draw 1 more card. Wingardium Leviosa. And next up is our friend Neville. He draws 1 card. Expulso, active hero, loses 2 and another 1. So for Quirinus Squirrel. He now needs to shuffle his deck. And the top card is again one that doesn't cost anything, so Peter Pettigrew can't do anything about that. And he now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he will use the 6 to buy... No, he's going to buy, for 5, he's going to buy Protego. And that's the end of his turn. It's going not as badly as it went the last time, because last night I got constantly. Oh, and I need to remember Hermione Granger's ability. So he draws 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hermione has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. She draws 1 card. Educational Decree 98. For each card with a value of 4 or more in hand, the active hero loses 1. That's not the point. No, that's not the case. She doesn't have any, but she loses 1 because of our friend Quirrell. So now we have to activate Peter Pettigrew's ability. And that doesn't do anything either. I think I forgot Neville, but that's fine. So let's see. She's got the Time Turner. You may put spells you acquire on top of your deck instead of in your discard pile. That gains her 1 money. She's got Alohomora, which gains her 1 more money. She has another Alohomora, which gains her 1 more money. And another Alohomora, which gains her 1 more money. And she also has Cruikshank. And she is going to use Cruikshank to actually get herself some health back. So she has 4 money and she's going to spend this on Incendio. And she can put this on top of her draw deck instead of her discard pile, which is actually quite good. So that's her. We're going to replace this with Albus Dumbledore. Next up is our friend Neville Longbottom. He draws 1 card. Active hero loses 2 hearts, and then each other hero loses 1 heart. Now we have Peter Pettigrew. His ability doesn't do anything, but unfortunately we have Quirinus Squirrel, which means that our friend here is stunned. He loses all of his tokens and 2 cards. So we're going to make him lose Protego, which means if he discards it, he gains 1 and 1 heart. And he also drops 1 Alohomora. So now he has 2 that he could buy something for, but he doesn't. Oh yeah, he's going to get a Wingardium Leviosa. And he is going to use Trevor to gain 1 more, and he's going to attack the Basilisk for 2. Next up is Miss Granger. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, we need to add 1 of these because we were stunned. Replace this card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She draws 5 cards. And let's see what the Dark Arts reveal. Opugno. All heroes reveal the top card of their deck. Heroes that reveal a card with a value of 1 or more, discard it and lose 2 hearts. Okay, so first of all, she will reveal her card and she doesn't. He reveals something, nothing happens. She also needs to reveal something because of Peter Pettigrew, but she's already revealed her cards, so that won't make any difference. And she also loses 1 heart because of Quirinus Quirrell. So, what can we do? First of all, we've got Alohomora, which gives her 2. She could also give everyone else 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would have been it. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 money. He can't do anything else except buy stuff next round. If she uses this, then he would have 6. He could buy Severus Snape. And she only has 3 for which she can't do anything, or she could get 4. Oh, yes, she can. So she's going to use Beedle the Bard to give him 1. She's also going to get herself 1. She has Nymphadora Tonks and Incendio. They give her 3 lightning bolt symbols. She's going to buy a chocolate frog for her 2 money. And then she's going to assign 1, 2, 3 strikes to the basilisk. And she's going to draw up 2 5 cards. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, and then she loses her wingnut. So, next up is our friend Neville. Active hero loses 2. He has to reveal the top card, which is still revealed. Nothing happens, and he loses 1 because of Quirinus Quirrell. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 money, which he is going to use to buy Severus Snape. And we replace Severus with Hogwarts, a History. And then he draws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And it's Hermione Granger. First of all, she draws a Dark Arts card. Crucio. Active hero loses 1 heart. And she also has to draw another Dark Arts event. Active hero loses 3 hearts. If this stuns, the hero also add 1 additional location. Okay, so she is stunned. We add 2. We have to reveal an additional card. Active hero chooses another hero to lose 2 health and reveal another card. Oh my god, whoops. Active hero loses 2 and all other heroes lose 1. She has to reveal the top card of her deck. And if it costs anything, which it doesn't, and she loses 1 because of Quirinus Quirrell. She also loses half her cards because she was stunned. So we're going to get rid of 2 Alohomoras. First of all, she's going to play Nymphadora Tonks, which gives her 2 lightning bolts. Let's see, what has he got? He has got 1, 2, he's got 2 money and she's got 3 money, which doesn't help. So he's got 2 money. If she gives him 2, he won't be able to do anything. She's got 3, which he can't use either. Yeah, so that's all she's going to do, and she's going to discard all her cards, and she's gonna 2, 4, 6, 7. She's gonna assign 1 to the basilisk and 1 to Quirinus Quirrell. The basilisk goes away and is replaced with a Dementor. So we now have the issue that on each turn the active hero loses 3 to begin with. Now this is more like what happened yesterday. Okay, let's see. Active hero loses 1, and we add 1, and this means we are stunned. 1, 2, 3 because of this, and we add 1, and we lose half our cards. 1, 2. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we take these 3 and we assign them to Quirinus Quirrell. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what happens to Miss Granger. Mors Mordre. All heroes lose 1. Plus we add 1 to the location. She loses 2 because she has a Dementor. She loses 1 because of Quirinus Quirrell, and now she needs to reveal the top, and it costs... Oh god, we're overrun. So she has to discard this card, and we're overrun. Okay. So first of all, what we're going to do is we are going to look at her cards. She's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to buy Hogwarts a History. Oh no, she's going to buy Lumos and put it on top of her deck. No, she's not. She's going to buy Hogwarts a History. And she's going to, because she'll be knocked out anyway, she's going to add 1 to Quirinus Quirrell. And then she's going to draw 1, 2. Three, 4, 5. So next up is Neville. First of all, we're going to remove Azkaban as a location. The next location, now it gets really tricky, is the Hall of Prophecy, and now we have to draw 2 cards each turn. So he's going to draw Heir of Slytherin. Roll the Slytherin dice, or die I should say. Heart. Remove 1 from all villains. Done. Second one, Mors Mordre. All heroes lose 1. Add 1 to the location. He loses 2 because of the Dementor. He loses another 1 because of Quirrell. And now let's see what happens here. Yes, this costs something. He needs to discard it and add 1 to the location. See, this is terrible, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. First of all, we're going to play, so we get 4 money. Then we're going to play Severus Snape, which allows us to get 1 lightning bolt, get back 2 health, and roll the Slytherin die. And the Slytherin die gives us another lightning bolt, which means we can kill off Quirinus Quirrell. He's dead. Each of us gains 1 heart, and now his special ability kicks in because Hermione is gaining a... Oh, each hero gains 1 on your turn, so he would also have gotten 1, so she gets 1 additional 1. And we also gain 1 money, so now he's got... Well, he isn't getting it now, he's getting it at the end, because technically this should have happened at the end. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4, and he's going to buy Ginny Weasley. Okay, so oh, I forgot Peter Pettigrew, but that's fine because he didn't have any cards. Otherwise, I would have added 1 now, 1 location. Okay, Ms. Granger. Let's see what she can do. She's down to 4 health. This is not good. Let's draw 1 card. Regeneration. Remove 2 from all villains. Nothing happens. Active hero loses 1 heart and discards 1 card. Haha. We're going to discard the chocolate frog. If you discard this, gain 1 money and 1 health. And we lose 2 because of the Dementor. And now we reveal the top card. And yes, we have to add 1 because it is Nymphadora and she gets discarded. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 6 money. And we're going to get Protego. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to get Protego. And additionally, since we played 4... and we've got 6, don't we? Yeah, but we're not going to buy anything for it. Since we played 4 spells, Neville gains money. That's good. Okay. Next up is Neville. His first card means that all heroes lose 1 heart and cannot draw additional cards this turn. The second card, Obliviate. All heroes choose 1, discard a spell or lose 2 hearts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Hermione's hand. She will drop a and he's got he's also going to discard a spell. He loses 2 points because of the Dementor. He draws the top card and reveals it, and this means he needs to discard it and add 1. Let's see. He's got 5 money. He's gonna buy Lumos. And then he's going to add 1 to the Dementor. Okay, it's Hermione Granger, and she's going to get stunned. Yeah, she's stunned. She loses half her cards. She draws a second card. Oh, and we have to add one to the location. Add one to the location. She loses 2. She reveals the top card. Which means we've now got the second location overrun. That's brilliant. She's now going to play Hogwarts a History, and she's going to roll the Slytherin die, and she gets a heart, which is not what she wanted, but that's fine. And she will add 1 to the Dementors. She draws 2 cards. And as you can see, it's going very, very badly. Because we're now on our 3rd location, which is the Ministry of Magic. It's Neville. He draws 1 card and adds 1 to the location. He draws his second card, adds 1 to the location. He loses 2. He reveals his top card, adds 1 more to the location, discards the card, and then he can start playing. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4 money. And 2 lightning bolts. And for the 4 money, he's going to get Hogwarts a History. Oh yeah, no, he did this. Okay. So, yeah, it's, as you can see, it's going downhill quickly. Ms. Granger. First card. All heroes choose 1. Discard an ally or lose 2. She doesn't have an ally, so she loses 2. Neville will have to check if he's got any allies. He does, and he's actually going to discard the ally. Let's draw the second card. All heroes lose 1 and cannot draw extra cards. She loses 2. She reveals the top card, adds 1 to the location, and now she can start playing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's got 6. I'm just going to put the spell on top of her draw deck. Next up is Neville. He draws his first card. Heir of Slytherin. Yes. All heroes lose 1 heart. He draws the second card. Active hero loses 1 and cannot assign more than 1 to each villain. He then loses 2. He then loses 2 hearts and is stunned. Loses both his cards, half his cards. And then he reveals the top card and adds a location. And now he can play. He's got, well actually no, he discarded this card. Which means that he got 2. So he's got 4 money. And for those 4 money, he's going to get Actio. And that's all there is to it, really. It's Hermione Granger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw 2 cards. All heroes lose 1 and we add 1 to the location, and we have lost the game. So I'm going to complete her turn. All heroes choose 1, discard an item, or lose 2 hearts, which means she's going to lose Beetle the Bard, and he is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to drop this. Or is he? Yeah. So now she loses 2 hearts, she's stunned, we add 1 more, and we've definitely lost. So as you can see, as of game 5, this is really, really difficult. It gains so much momentum that I honestly don't know how you can win this. Let's just take a look at the rules, just in case, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. You place 3 villain cards, yeah. And it could be that it's different and it scales better if you have more players, because then you can do more damage, obviously. So I may actually have to think about bringing in a third and playing this 3-handed, because it is very, very tough. So that was game 5 of Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. It's number 4 in our 12 Games of Christmas challenge. I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did. I will not give up on this game, of course, because I really, really like it, and I really like what they did with the franchise, and I've talked about it in a different video where I did a review of it and gave my impressions, and I can really recommend it. If you are into, or if you like Harry Potter, then do get the game. If you're into deck builders, I think you should check it out, bearing in mind that the first 2 to 3 games are going to be very, very easy, and it's got one thing, or it's missing one thing that deck builders usually have, and that is you cannot trash cards or burn cards. So to say, okay, you want to get rid of the initial cards that are less powerful and prevent them from clogging up your deck isn't possible. Which means, and which is also why you saw me getting all of those Alohomoras, which are really annoying because they only give you one buying power, and that's essentially it. And you could see that some of the cards are very powerful, but they cost 8, and to get those is really, really difficult. There is one, I don't know if it's an official change to the game, which allows you to, if you don't buy any cards, you can actually reset the whole offering board and replace it with 6 new cards. I'm not sure if this is official. I don't think it is, because it's not in the rules, but I've heard people say that the designers added it later in an FAQ. But even then, chances are that you will still not be able to afford the cards, or you might be getting cards that, you know, are not helpful either. So I don't want to say that the game is broken by a long shot, but I can tell you that as of game 5, it gets really, really tough. It could be that there you really need one more person, or maybe the abilities of the heroes that I've got are not good enough, which would be a pity, because it means that certain heroes simply don't lend themselves to being played all the way through. Or maybe one could say, okay, that you have 3 heroes, you have 3 villains to begin with, and once you've killed the first one, you only ever replace villains if you have 2 or less. So essentially, you wouldn't replace the first villain that you kill, but only the second and third, so that you always only ever have 2 villains in play once the first one is killed. That might be an option, which I may try out, because I'm not seeing myself playing this with 3 or 4 heroes. Also because of its footprint. I mean, it is it's quite a big game as it is. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I wish you all a lovely day, and we'll speak again for the 5th challenge. Bye!